You can now make online payments to Institute of Agro, Technology and Rural Science, University of Colombo via GovPay.
Following this murder, we saw the Minister of Public Security begin his speech in Parliament by commenting on the underworld. In a civilized society, a speech following a death begins with condolences. The government did not even show that basic courtesy. Listen to the past speeches of President Anwar Dissanayake. He always said that no person should be killed regardless of their history. He consistently asked if someone was murdered, why was it done, how was it done, and why did the government allow it to happen. Now the minister claims that a criminal who was recently extradited stated the deceased chairman was in possession of weapons. Those criminals were extradited 2 weeks ago. Why didn't you arrest the chairman then? We suspect the minister created the conditions that led to the chairman's murder. You are advocating for a lawless society. Shooting now occur in court premises and Pradesh Sabhas in broad daylight. We fear it may happen in Parliament next. As soon as I was informed, I gave a direct order to the IGP and the senior DIG of the CID to launch an operation regarding this matter. 4 teams have been assigned. We have made progress and expect to arrest the perpetrators within 2 to 3 days. As I said yesterday, whether it involves the underworld or not, we are committed to safeguarding every human life. We will not back down. We will face any challenge and continue our efforts to eradicate narcotics and gang violence from the country. Yesterday, you mentioned Lasantha Wickramasekara, also known as Slasa, and directly linked his murder to a clash between underworld gangs. If you are revisiting the past, then we must talk about yours too. You joined the police in 1988 and while training to become an SI, you were expelled based on police and CID reports. Someone with that background is now the minister in charge of the police. If that's the case, you shouldn't be called Minister Ananda Vijaypala, though I won't mention the other name. There were social media posts about it in the past. In Parliament, you always boast saying we are afraid. Let me say this, Minister. You may kill us, but we will take revenge even as ghosts. The deceased chairman was elected by the people. After his death, you portrayed him as an underworld gangster. Don't do that. Do one thing. Apprehend the killer and make him confess here, explaining the reasons. Then we will accept it. We have always served this country with courage. I worked as a police officer and left the service for personal reasons. Everything he said was a lie. He mentioned several cities, but he doesn't know that I became an MP by securing 150,000 votes from these cities. We are not a government that kills people. We protect them. The chairman of the Weligama PS wrote a letter to the IGP on August 29th stating that his life was in danger. He said there was a threat of him being killed when going to the court or his office and requested appropriate security. In such a situation, why was the government unable to provide him with the necessary protection? Where's the minister who claimed he would give lessons on national security? The government cannot escape responsibility. It is directly accountable for the murder of the Pradesh Sabha chairman. Lasantha Wickramasekara, also known as Midhigama Lasa, who was killed yesterday, was a criminal. Security is provided under the Act of Protecting Victims, but it is not possible to offer protection to non-criminals. I am speaking on behalf of all public representatives from Pradesh Sabhas to Parliament. Take necessary actions to ensure their safety. I have always said that catching thieves or drug dealers alone won't end the underworld. Killing people like this won't solve the problem either, nor will intimidating opposition members every time they speak up. It saddens me to say this, but it is clear how Western powers have acted geopolitically to create weak states in our region. A weak state like this didn't emerge out of nowhere. It was deliberately created. And to build a weak state, a weak opposition must be created too. I regret to say there's a public perception that some governing party members are making deals with opposition members. This perception must change. The public expects a more dignified approach from the opposition. Instead of joking about forming a united opposition, we must act with integrity. If we are uniting, let's do it. We can unite under a single symbol and carry out our politics separately. But the opposition must not fall for the tricks of the ruling party.